Welcome to Accidental Discharge.
Bro, it's so painful.
That I did not buy one Bitcoin.
So I have like a very mixed history with Bitcoin. Like 2-3 years ago, I dabbled into it. I think I bought it at like 8K. Some lady just came to my office and was like, I'll train you for 70K, blah, blah, blah. I gave her 50K. And then we did like 2 hours, I know. And then I bought, I bought at 8K. I just maybe bought like $1,000 worth or something. And it was then that it grew to about, I think it grew to about 18K or 20K. Then started dropping. I sold everything at 18K. I was feeling like a superstar. And then properly forgot all the passwords, two-factor, whatever, and just left. And I'm thinking now.
So you have some money sitting somewhere that you can't?
That I cannot access.
Yeah, because once you lose it, you're gone.
It's gone. At the time, the girl, I saw her like 3 months after, she said she had like $5,000 worth and she had lost the password.
Holy shit.
I met her up at, she came, she met me up at Bear Barn.
Yeah.
And she was like, she has to find the password. $5,000 worth at the time.
It's your phone playing music.
So.
Why is it always tired? What are you playing right now? What are you playing right now?
We are?
Why are you such a, why are you a distracted man?
I'm so sorry, man.
Man.
So, I fell for her, but I'm thinking now, if I'd just been patient.
Well, you don't learn patience. And the fear factor when it's going down is really the trip, because you just think you don't want to, how we don't ever want to take losses. So then just that point in time that's just the fact. They just need to sit down and wait for it.
Because back in the day when, shares were very popular, I was in Kaduna then, and instead of buying shares, I used to buy comics. So they used to make fun of me in the office.
Comics are also.
Well,
collector's items in the end.
That was my,
plan, okay.
But it was way before I had kids, and now they've destroyed most of them. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. So I used to buy comics, and so my friend, my roommate was like, you know what, let's just keep some money aside. Let's start buying. I remember then things like Lasako and blah blah. You'd be, tracking 2 kobo and 10 kobo, and it was very stressful for me. So I think it was UBA or one of the banks came in and they said, they gave out these loans to buy their shares. So, we applied, we collected the loan. I was in marriage, loan, no problem. So, apparently we were oversubscribed. So they came back a few months later and said, you know what, we're going to give you your money back, but we have all these other items that you can use the money for. So I bought, I think it was AP or something, it was oil and gas. I think I bought it at 100 and something. It grew to about 280, 290, or some funny figure. Then it started dropping.
Panic at the disco.
After I had dropped for like $20 or $30, I sold
just
everything. Sold everything, bought myself a Golf 5, and I was feeling very happy with myself.
At least,
but that one was a good one because
it just died.
Totally crashed.
Yeah.
Totally crashed.
I actually put money in XRP. XRP was going up. It's gone way back down now. So I'm just going to wait and I just close my eye and
there's so many of them.
Do you know but the thing is that you just these things it's crazy because you just put your money in them and you really just have to just be like you really have to be blinded to it. You have to be really blind. You just have to. It's tunnel vision. You're just looking at what it'll go for because when I put money. At the time I had put the money, I saw it go up, and you're like, okay, this money is even doubling more than when my bank sends me the extra 200 naira that they say they are sending me for the month that I kept money inside,
Oh,
so
your bank sends you extra 200. My bank takes that money.
I was taking.
Sorry, what bank are you banking with?
as an accountant, I don't touch at all. I don't even put. I don't even look at.
Fixed debt?
Yeah, I don't even look at the account at all. I just put money. Then I put more money.
Not the rich.
No, I'm not rich. It's just wise to just have an account where you don't touch the fucking money. Hopefully,
not rich, but
then
rich.
now, well, no.
We get it.
We're trying our best. We're trying to learn the processes of certain things. Hopefully, that is not your phone dying. Is it okay?
It didn't crack.
No, it didn't.
Okay. Yeah,
phones don't break on our set. Please just put it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like obviously I was just like, come on. If you can put your money here and you can see it. If you had put even 100K in Bitcoin 3 months ago, you'd have seen your money move up.
Yep.
Faster than what would
Yep.
faster than what you leave in your
Faster than
your
anything.
your
Yeah,
Faster
the
than
dumb account
anything.
and all
exactly. So I wish I had put the money I put in that one into the Bitcoin as well, because by now then at least something would have looked a little bit more grander.
But I'm hearing some crazy numbers. Like it's going to go.
It's going to hit.
into
It's going to hit.
hundreds.
It's still going to come back down.
It's
But
going to
right
come
now,
back
it's
down.
the surge is enough for you to do whatever you need, and then you can just pull out one
It's going to come
Bitcoin.
back down. But
The
then
people always feel okay. Go ahead.
if you're
sir.
looking at it long term,
Yeah.
this thing is not going away.
It's not.
Government, or however, is going to have to look at legitimizing.
It's already legitimized at this point.
legitimized.
Yeah,
It's
to-
legitimate, but then
to a
right
large
now,
extent,
It's
to a large
tracking that's
extent,
the problem.
it's going to the money, our banking. Matter of fact, our banking has changed.
Yeah.
Over the next 10 years, it's going to change much more.
Oh no!
More like
Well, let me
five-
tell you what I see
3
there.
to 5
I'm
years.
basically seeing a futuristic movie where like access is almost by that Bitcoin sign.
Yeah,
It's like it's going to be the gold standard of. It's already the
It
gold
is,
standard.
it is.
Actually.
It is.
no,
it's the
but
gold
it's going to
standard.
be like your whole banking right
And
now.
people are going to continuously, either
It's
one
going
or
to
another, lose those accounts and numbers, because a lot of the money that
Yep.
is there, is money that you can't even catch again. It's in an account that people can't even touch.
You can't touch.
But it's
Yeah.
still adding value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going. So that's like some kind of box where things are growing out of it, but you can never get back what's inside that box. People, oh man, it's crazy.
Well, we're
The
just
market
talking-
cap
we're-
is like 490 something billion or trillion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which side
Billion.
numbers I was
Billion,
looking
but
at.
it's going to touch
Yeah.
trillion soon.
Well, it's going to touch
Going to
trillion in
touch
the next
trillion
5
soon.
years.
Tesla is pushing up.
Mm-hmm.
It's done much more than any car company has done.
Mm-hmm.
Its market cap, I saw it recently, it didn't even make sense. Toyota that has been
I think it's bigger than what,
on, it's bigger than
the
like
next 4 or 5.
the next four
Next
combined.
4 or 5 combined. Yeah. And it's more. I think that also predicates off Elon himself.
No, you know
the
the
brand,
thing is,
the brand of Elon itself is drive things that have like good strong faces. It
you know,
gives
the
them
other ones
double.
are car
double.
companies.
It's like if Jay-Z, you can put Jay-Z and you can put 2 Chainz or whatever. Jay-Z puts a streaming platform and you put 2 Chainz streaming platform. Jay-Z based on that, it'll
Value,
carry
yeah.
him. The
Mm,
value
yeah,
he
of
has
course.
added value. Like it's what his
course.
brand really.
But you
represents.
see, like Tesla, I heard somebody say Tesla is not a car company. It's a tech company
It's a
that
tech
sells
company,
cars.
yeah.
So that's basically what people are buying
Yeah.
into. It's a tech company that sells cars.
They make flamethrowers. They have different aspects of the business, and they're going to make people unemployed and still make money.
So now where we're at. Speaking
Well,
of Jay-Z,
Making people unemployed is probably for a relatively shorter period of time. We all need to learn different skills going
New
into the
skills
future.
in order to adapt to the
Because
future.
they
But
will
that's what
now
I'm saying,
be-
because now you have Amazon making driverless cars. How many people are going to be? Soon the driverless cars will only be maintained and kept in check by machines. So
True.
the people are going to become more and more redundant as time goes along. Like we're living in a time where things are going out of hand. Shit is changing.
Well, I think for us, we still have
speaking of
time.
things changing.
No, we still have time.
In
That's
Nigeria.
the
in Nigeria, right? Because you think about some of these movies you see where the world now becomes fully like segregated. Because at a point, like
wealth
people,
must divide itself eventually.
people with those skills that machines take over
Mhm.
really can't earn money, right? So you become domestic staff, or like you're just on the road, or like you're doing.
You're doing
random things just to, like,
except you're
earn
skilled.
money,
You're
right?
offering.
Yeah.
You're offering.
But like
some kind of thing.
even those skilled jobs, even those learn a skill.
Mm.
If 5,000 people know one skill, how many of them can be employed?
No, then that's
You know, how many of them
the
can be
chain,
making
but
money,
that
right?
the pyramid of that will even itself out, because at the end
you
of
just
the day,
need to
whoever
find-
you need to have the skill, then you're always gonna still need the contacts.
Yeah,
because-
Of course, there are
Yeah.
jobs.
Yeah.
There are jobs that are, of course, going to be extinct in the next 5-10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it doesn't. You people's government keeps telling people to go back to farms. No, less people should be going back to farms, because farms right now should be bigger and more mechanized to bring the output.
to really push out the output.
Because if you're sending people back to the farms and you're asking, so how much is the land?
So you see, there are also disadvantages to the whole mechanized.
Mechanized, yeah.
Of
The
course,
cost
there are
of- the cost of
advantages
it is
and
definitely
disadvantages
going to
to
be
every
Cost
region.
and all,
ridiculous.
but even the impact on the environment and all that drama and all. So there's some value to finding that middle ground, and
Yes.
with large scale farming, and then still the small farm. Because somebody was telling me
Have you
yesterday
ever been to like a
that the smaller farmers are actually the backbone of our whole rice
Economy.
and blah blah
Yeah.
blah
Yeah.
blah blah. No, it's not the big farms.
Yeah.
So finding that balance is where we should be playing.
So, everybody who's listening, we went in super hot. Super hot and super excited, I guess.
and you must have heard a strange voice.
You must have heard a strange voice.
And you don't know who that is. We've been infiltrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the
Good to have you guys. Accidental Discharge. Pushing again.
Happy New Year,
Curious
guys.
name.
Yo, Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Happy
yeah,
New
yeah.
Year.
Who
Happy
came up
New
with the
Year.
name? Happy New Year. Yeah, yeah.
I think, yo, who brought up that name? Okay.
Guilty.
Oh, he was chilling and waiting for
Guilty.
the.
Yeah, I was waiting for the
He was waiting for the accolade.
I was waiting for the accolade.
I can't even like I would have like I take so much pleasure in the fact that I came up with the name. Like I think it's such an awesome name. Like every time I tell people, I'm like, accidental, they're like, what? I'm like,
Where did that come from?
it's my head. Trying to be outlandish, shock people. That's what they said in that movie that they put in the Kanye West song.
Which one?
We don't know what it means. It gets the people going.
It's
Like,
provocative. It's
exactly.
provocative.
But yes, it
Gets the
is.
people going.
Introduce
Yeah.
our guest, please.
Yeah, so we have he introduced himself. Well, his name is Towsyn.
Yes, my
Towsyn
name
will
is
just tell
Towsyn.
us.
What else am I supposed to say? I am.
Can tell us who you are, unless it's like a secret. Unless the kind of thing where if you tell us, you have to kill us.
Nah, nothing that dramatic.
How you
Yeah.
feeling? How you feeling? Are you proud? Are you happy to be out of the 2020?
Oh yeah, we made it. That's certainly.
Yeah.
I feel like yes, we made it out of something huge.
You know, this is probably one time where you know how people are in church for crossover, and it was like, we made it. I think this is the one time where it really,
Oh yeah, it makes
was
a lot
really
of sense. It
serious.
makes
Like,
sense.
we
It
Deep
makes-
sigh of relief.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, even though it's just one day into the next,
it
but,
really is.
You know,
But
you
it-
feel
it-
like
it really is.
It kind of kicked off with a blast really early though, didn't it? I mean,
oh yeah.
I saw Billionaire,
Bomb.
Billionaire bird.
but that's not that. I mean, they said that's not his
Billionaire
butt,
birds.
so let's free that. But
They say it's not his butt.
I
But
saw
these
Billionaire
jokes must
exposure.
fly.
What I saw was Billionaire exposure. Like I've never seen
Yes.
in a long time. Give me one.
I'm
I mean,
trying to
Bezos
process
was
how- I'm trying to process
his cousin.
how
His cousin,
He would feel.
Femi.
not how he would feel, how I feel.
But Femi was a while. Femi was a while ago, and Femi's one wasn't like. It's not like this one. Like Femi's
No,
one.
Family's one is not like this one.
This one, they're like.
That one wasn't like
undercurrent.
this.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, there's this
We've always.
talk
I think
here,
everyone has just
that
looked
talk
at
there, blah, blah,
Dangote
blah.
to be like
But
a
Dangote was
real.
like the mysterious guy, like
Mhm.
you know.
People didn't even know if he was married or not.
Straight-laced.
People were
I
just.
didn't know he wasn't married.
Yeah,
until
people were like
yesterday.
this. People are
But he has
discovering.
kids.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you should have a couple of seeds with all that. I mean,
No, I mean
shit.
like people like children that actually like I think I know for one his daughter
Yeah.
who like works in the company, so like he has that answers the name and like,
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. At least
representing,
we would hope that he didn't just, work that
No,
hard.
I mean, so many taglines.
But-
Oh, Dangote sent his children to Unilag. This, you know, all those stories, straight-laced guy. And you're like, and then this happens. And you're like, oh, yeah, somebody sent it to me on social media, and my first response was, okay, I think he has taste. And then, boom.
But the taste doesn't taste like it's
First
the
reaction,
aftertaste is it's not hitting as well. It's not
It's
nice.
not.
It's like
It's not.
What is that thing that you eat and then the aftertaste just doesn't like?
doesn't add
But
up.
why?
Yeah.
But why did you take it like?
Personally, I
really just glossed over it.
I
if
just
I'm being
glossed over
honest.
it. I think
No,
it
it's
was
something to
hilarious.
gloss
Like I
over, but at
saw,
the same
I saw
time,
the
it's
girl's
still
story.
Dangote
I saw
for
all her
fuck's sake.
posts, and I'm like, okay.
No, it's something to
If-
gloss over, but it's my guy. It's still Dangote. It's still
It's
kind
top
of
dog.
Yeah,
It's
no,
top
I
dog.
get it, but
material.
like I'm not even sure
It's
whether
the richest man in Nigeria, Shay.
I should
In
feel
Africa.
Richest black man.
richest black man.
Richest
And
black
she
man.
put that there, like she said it. She said,
Yeah.
I dated him.
I bet
He broke my
ADNGF.
heart, and like I'm like, okay.
ADNGF, please. And then the other,
ADNG.
Aliko Dangote no go fuck.
Okay.
I beg you. It happened.
A man has needs, right?
Exactly. You people
Yeah,
think
no,
it's a
no, no,
robot.
see, that's
It's not a robot.
All of that we
Single.
understand. We've always kind of had an idea that these people are doing whatever they're doing.
Never
where
thought
they're
about
going. Well, okay.
I tell you the
If you
truth, like,
never-
Subconsciously. I mean, you know it happens, you know.
Exactly. Like
So that is why I'm
it's
saying we've
human,
thought
right?
about
Yeah.
it. So it's subconscious, which still means you've thought
I
about
think,
it.
I think
Um,
the only thing that scatter people's head is there were no NDAs, no non-disclosure agreements. There
I
was
don't
no.
think
It
that
was a
girl
bit
in that
marriage.
moment. I don't think that girl in that moment.
I don't think it was
cared.
about that. Yes,
I don't
she
think
did.
they-
Like I don't
Those
think
girls.
I don't think. Well,
Yeah.
oh, it's more than one person.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
the second
at
one
least
came
two.
out. That's
Second
now
one
the-
came
the-
out and-
the official
The
apparent.
current one.
The
The
current
second one
one.
came out and was feeling like the senior
Senior madam.
Yeah,
senior madam.
But I
Saying
mean,
to
look-
the other one that you're cloud chasing.
The
blah,
cloud
blah.
chasing, wild cloud chasing herself.
You
But
know,
yeah,
and why
let's-
people are trying to say, oh, there's a way to. There's a way to behave. But I just looked at this woman and I just thought, man, she must be in a deep hole. Do you know what it is to probably be messing with like a billionaire? The lifestyle, the energy, the access, the get ready. We're traveling right now. This house and these houses.
no, but
All of that,
but-
and then all of a sudden, you guys end it.
no.
What
but-
are you going back to?
Wait,
First, let's
wait.
find out where you're falling to. No,
Wait,
don't
but-
talk
but-
too much.
no,
Where
but-
do you
Like
think
she
we're-
has peaked.
Where did you peaked now? I mean, okay, first you're black, so it was a
No,
black
no, no.
billionaire that picked you. It's not like you're going to fall to Elon Musk, or you're not even falling. That'll be
No,
rising.
no, but-
and you're not falling to another billionaire. Chances are, I'm not sure you're falling to like 100 million either. You're
But I
just
guess
falling.
What she's trying to say is
She's
with
lived
what
that
she
life.
has now and the knowledge and all, she
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
have to fall to. you
Yeah,
know,
she's saying she's lived that
according-
life.
No, obviously, she doesn't have
I
to
don't
fall to
even. I don't even think she's not the one that left him. She was heartbroken. Like he
Yeah.
left her.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is
So
what I'm
people-
saying. So that access to what she would have known, it's once you're there, it's intoxicating. Forget what you think.
I think
It has
sometimes
to
we
be
also
intoxicating.
have perceptions of these people that we don't really know. Like who you see
yeah,
who you see as a
explained
who you see as a billionaire maybe totally different in his personal life.
No,
Like
no, it has to be.
he literally could have been the one like following her like a puppy dog.
True.
You don't know.
Yeah, very true.
Like and
But-
these things happen because lots of people who are like that, like they don't have a lot of times they don't have that level of intimacy with lots of people. So when they find it, like he could have even cherished it more than she did. Maybe it's some other random that made him leave her.
You
But
are
like
creating a grand scenario outside of the scheme of what.
no,
it is.
I'm
it
not.
makes
I'm saying
sense,
I
right?
don't know.
He
but-
could have chased
but-
her fine.
But
What
nobody.
I'm saying is that
I'm saying
when
I
he
don't know,
chased
but
you,
nobody knows.
And you don't have we not lived that life where I mean some of us
I'm not
probably
talking
have
about
where
it.
you were chasing someone. You really intended
Yeah.
good everything,
You have to
and the
be
person was not
mugu
really
for at
showing
least
you
one
eye.
person,
Then when
yes.
you now finally showed you eye, all of a sudden they were even crazier about you because this was already who you are. They were just still forming. She probably saw Aliko. I mean, if you see Aliko chilling, you probably won't think,
That
okay.
girl is like is an American girl. Like lots of people in America are so ignorant. She may not even have known who he was.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
What are you
No, it's not
saying?
impossible.
As in when he.
When he,
can't know
yes,
her
now he
That's
may
what I'm
not
saying. If
know
you
who
look
he
at Aliko
was.
sitting,
you
look
yes,
at
now.
except you know Aliko Dangote.
You will
sitting
see
down,
him,
you
you
won't
will
really
know
have
his
anything
name.
to say now.
And
It's
don't-
only by knowledge.
And
Don't
I think-
underestimate
and I
America.
think-
Americans are
and
so
I think
ignorant.
That's
Americans
what's
don't.
feeding into our own fascination
Yes.
with this whole drama. Because to us, it's like, it's Dangote.
Yes.
You get on Clubhouse now. There's a group
That
or a chat room.
That chat thing
People
is
are
crazy.
It's crazy, and people are.
I went in for like
there
5
was-
minutes and jumped out.
No, I was on one yesterday, and there was this chick, what's Simba? Or
Simba now, yeah, the Simba baby. Yeah.
and she was giving details of Nigerian men flying her multiple countries and blah 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 blah
You
blah.
know this.
And I mean, but
We've known
we've
this.
known
Know
this,
this
but
now.
we didn't know this about Uncle Dangote, about bros.
Oh, we suspected.
because it was. I didn't. to
I
be
did
honest.
because his
I
best
didn't.
mates.
Oh
with,
no, I'm aware of some kind of different
His
kind of
best
details,
mates
but
with-
not necessarily
with
Dangote.
Femi.
Just
Exactly.
I'm aware of the doings of like a particular bunch in particular ways that should not be ever be
You know,
spoken
you
of.
know, like this
I
whole
beg.
Yoruba, what's it
uh,
called, expression when the guys with the girls say "famini rogbo," I know. This was classic with the whole Dangote because the second chick takes a picture of him, giving us some ass
Some cheek action.
Yeah,
I've
some
seen
cheek
nothing in the
action.
picture,
But they
brother,
say
you
it's
know.
sweats, but we will take it as it goes.
It
man.
didn't
What?
look like sweat.
No,
and I'm going to
for
err on
these
the
jokes
side
to
of
fly,
it was
we agree it is bomb bomb.
it's bomb bomb.
Anyhow,
these jokes
anyhow,
to
How does
fly.
Bombo
yes.
look like
It
sweat?
has
I'm
to be bomb
confused.
bomb. It has
Like,
to
look,
be.
you can't really see it clearly.
No, it's
don't
partial.
don't either zoom
partial
in either.
No, they look like they're
partial
Netflixing
Yeah.
and chilling,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
on that. It has to be Bumble. Like, I mean, that's what it has to be.
Do you think that if you had that amount of money and people had to be around you, like in those kind of scenarios, you would just take their phones? Because I feel like you would want to give them freedom to be
to
to
yeah,
be
at the end of
enjoy
the day, you're
themselves.
human.
Because if you take their phone, you have to almost like be looking at them, and you know.
No, I mean you have to look at it from
Did you see his selfie pictures? And God, bros cannot take selfies.
Yeah.
they were so weird. So
Yeah,
that's another
just all in there. Yeah.
So that's another side of.
I think if you're not
Older gentleman.
if you're not married, right?
exactly. He has no secrets to.
Yeah,
necessarily
exactly. I
keep.
think if you're not, I think
Like so.
I think yeah. Let's do that about you.
Seriously.
I think if you're not married, then there's not so much to hide, right? If it comes out, it comes out. It's whatever,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, I did think about that. That why does she have all these pictures of him, right? Well, like if they're actually in a relationship, that's what
Yeah.
I was saying. Like
They
he-
do normal stuff.
even before the chasing, sorry, even
that's what
after
I
the
mean.
chasing, he could still have been like that lovey-dovey puppy dog
Don't
guy.
leave me.
And like he's not going to tell her in that moment like don't take pictures of us. He's going to be happy. He's going to be like, oh, you don't take pictures. Like it'll be exciting to him, right?
Obviously, he has to live a little. The guy is working his
yeah,
ass off.
my
You gotta
G.
try and catch
You
a
have all that
vibe.
monies.
Yeah.
You're
What are
not
you
going to
doing?
catch a vibe.
Don't you remember that person? This is what we were talking about. How when Tyler Perry was saying that he's 51 years old
He's
and that
single.
he's single, he doesn't. And someone said, with all that money, you don't have no hoes.
It's on
Then yeah,
you.
it's on you.
It's on
So
you.
Tyler Perry believes in Lord Jesus Christ and he doesn't fornicate. That's why.
Get out
He
of
doesn't?
way.
And s-
He had a
well,
girlfriend.
no,
He just
sorry-
broke up with his
sorry, I
girlfriend.
don't
I'm
know.
just checking.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just
that-
saying.
Wow,
I-
you even gave him more.
I actually
back
don't
that's
know
it.
Tyler Perry, so like I just assumed that.
So he's
yeah.
probably helping himself plenty.
Wow.
That's just as bad.
Wow, Towsyn.
It's true.
Of which, speaking of, we spoke about Jay-Z earlier.
Yeah, well, you were saying something about Jay-Z.
Yeah, his premium weed.
It sold out? Did it
It's the
sell out?
first time hearing of this.
Premium
What?
Yeah.
Premium weed.
Seriously.
Premium
Oh, okay.
marijuana.
Yeah.
It's out now. It's on the market.
in Nigeria?
No.
My guy, vaccine never reach. It is that Jay-Z weed go reach.
Why did you look at me like that?
Actually,
Weed feel rich before.
Fair.
Seriously.
but shout out, like, yo, man. The Jay-Z story is still gonna be one of the craziest stories ever if they ever do anything to do with it. Like, if they just give him a proper clean-up documentary. You sold drugs,
Yeah.
you
Cleaned
rapped,
It's back to selling.
you created businesses and all these things.
I went back to
You
selling
went back to
drugs.
selling drugs.
Love it.
Ahala.
Full circle.
But to be fair, okay, it's called monogram.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. But to be fair, weed, in the words of the great Cat Williams, weed is not a drug.
It's not.
It's a plant. If you
Right.
just happen to set it on fire,
Cocaine starters. Good. Cocaine starts.
no, you see,
You refine it.
with
Yeah,
cocaine,
blah, blah, blah,
you
blah.
have to do stuff.
You have to do.
You have to put
Yeah.
baking powder,
Yeah.
flour, cement, water.
How do
I
you
don't
know all this?
Wait, now
It's
let
part
you
of the
was-
Cat Williams joke.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I was wondering.
just in case.
Okay.
Just in case.
But that's just big business, and it's kind of crazy
So-
how the times have turned
We're not
From
turning
the-
fast enough.
from the position of criminality to now just profits.
But I've told you guys.
No, it happened with alcohol.
Legalize.
It's now
not-
five.
exactly.
When did I say this the first time? 2019. When in 2021, 5 more years, the whole world will be smoking marijuana.
I
and
promise
it'll be
you.
okay.
I don't think it will be that long. To be honest.
No, I said within 7 years
Yeah.
is what I said.
I
So
That's what he said.
within the next 5
Well,
years,
Nigeria's not going to
everywhere.
be part of that.
I'm
Why-
saying
why are we
even
so bad?
Nigeria will be part
The
of
problem
it.
with Nigeria is we'll pose,
That
pose,
emotional,
form,
that
form,
religious
form.
sentiment.
And then when the dam breaks,
It's too
we'll
late.
be ahead.
It's too late.
That's what happened.
Because everyone is already smoking it.
When the dam breaks,
So when
we're
it's
just going to pivot to the
But
front.
we're still dealing with a lot of traditionalists.
Dude, don't worry
It's
about
not the
it. I'm telling you,
traditionalists.
It's not
It's-
traditionalists that are holding
We're not
it back.
It's
traditionalists
the
are eating
backward
brownies now.
religious.
It's not the
Selling
traditional
brands
holding
now.
it
That
back.
is different. They are doing all the things that they are against. At the same time,
Preaching
agreeing
against it.
for it to be public is the situation. That is the issue.
I one step at a time. We'll
By
get
That's what I'm saying. So let's
by the time one politician's child is arrested,
No,
and it's a
just
serious
it's
case,
only one person that is talking
they will
about
start
it.
changing it.
It's
I don't think you
only
understand what
the
it
guys
is.
in-
Raoul
In
Farid
Ondo State.
Boshola.
Ondo,
it's
yeah.
Akeredolu.
I mean, Akeredolu,
Seven
sorry, my
politicians'
bad.
child. Did they say arrest politicians child for those kind of
That's why I
things?
say once
Once
there's arrest
it no
and
go
it's a
happen.
big case,
Let them go
then
and
they will start working on
Except-
the law.
See,
I'm telling you,
They are-
don't worry about it.
My
there's
G.
no, we don't do that in Nigeria. You don't
We are
arrest politicians.
anti-business.
Don't say that. The only thing that is going to happen is that you offer a couple of politicians, possibly. Let me not.
Who's offering them?
Hello. That's how these things. You offer a couple a grand scheme opportunity that in the future, when this thing is legalized, they will be getting the first.
So you're talking
Oh
about
yeah,
so you're
it's
talking
just
about
like-
lobbyists.
Yeah, it's exactly.
That's
I was
all.
going.
You don't
there.
have lobbyists.
It's use
That's
cases
all.
and lobbying,
That's
right?
all.
Like tobacco,
You just have
like
to-
Yeah, exactly.
Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
like
All about them,
NBC
yeah.
and the
Sugar.
ABL.
Even
and
sugar
all.
has
Exactly.
lobbyists.
Yeah.
So
It's Nigeria
just
doesn't
for
really have lobbyists.
a
Everywhere
group
in
of
the world,
sharp
they have
guys
lobbyists for everything.
making the right case.
I
and
promise
saying,
you, I'm
"This is
telling you
what
that
we're
this is,
doing."
and this is what is good.
Yeah,
And then I
to the
promise you,
politicians,
what they'll
we're
do.
doing it anyway.
Already
Yeah,
doing it.
exactly,
Now
they're
what
doing
they'll
it
do is just
anyway.
like the way they did it with I forgot what it is that they did. Where they just selected 3 companies that would just be the ones to first be handling all
Here in
forms
Nigeria?
of business. Yeah, I forgot what
I'm
what
sure
that was.
they do that a lot.
They do that a lot, where they'll just
Especially
give
for
these
Dangote.
particular companies the rights. So
Not
then,
just-
okay, they'll give 5. They'll have
Go
hands
with
in
it.
like 3. From there, oh yeah, everybody,
Open it.
go.
Floodgates.
Floodgates. That's all. That's all. We gates.
Well, wait. Wait.
Hmm?
We might as well
What
talk
is
to
that?
Dangote to talk to them.
Oh my God.
Because that's the only person
And
the
talk to-
Nigerian government listens
and
to.
talk to him
Dangote
now.
will call us hungry thugs as well.
Fair.
Hmm.
Fair. If that
And it is
Message
a
is right.
fast-moving consumer good.
it is.
It is an
Which is
easy
which is
one.
his niche?
And then it will help
A guy go package.
It will also help the food
A
market.
business plans together.
Look,
like
it's
you
already
pick.
clear the way
Yeah.
it's already clear where it's going since the UN has already degraded it from being a class A drug or
Mhm.
something
Yeah.
and almost basically labeling it a medicine.
Yeah,
so
basically.
we already know the trajectory. The
Dangote
question is, are
loud.
we in line? No, we're not because we were part of the 25 countries that said no.
Yeah, I feel the
including
marketer
Russia
for Dangote
and,
loud.
Turkey or Afghanistan, all those places. So tradition is still
Product
holding us.
placement.
Tradition is still holding us back.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Dangote, Arizona.
And with Dangote,
Get-
we
get-
can scale like real fast.
Real quick.
He already has.
Structures and everything are
See,
there.
No, but
actually, if I was
You can
Dangote,
buy it
I would
off-
push this
off
thing
the shelf
because he already has the
in
trucks.
6 months.
He had.
max.
he has the
his
distribution
space,
network.
Yeah.
That's distribution
It's crazy.
network.
6 months max.
Guy.
You're buying, yeah.
And then you know if he gets
You're buying
Niger,
it in
if he gets
Lebanon
Niger
and
straight.
Sahad.
You know if he gets Niger, he will also get West Africa.
Yes, now he already has the whole of West
He will
Africa.
get- if he gets Niger, he gets West Africa. If he gets West Africa, he has East Africa.
I'm just gonna have a bunch of
We have
very
to send
happy,
him a babe. That's
very
what we have to
happy.
do.
We have to send him.
We have to send him a babe
a
who's
discreet,
down for the
a
cause.
discreet babe.
Yes.
Not the one that will cast him on the internet when she's heartbroken.
What is this importance of cooking in marriage? I don't understand.
Oh shit!
tiring.
I wish I had a
What happened? Why
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
even a topic?
I want to know what this
So
whole
I
what's
was-
this
I think it was-
importance of cooking in marriage.
I was randomly watching some.
Although I agree that it is important to cook in marriage.
Okay, so would you marry someone that doesn't cook?
I would find a very big situation. I don't think I can.
Me, I cook, so
You see, I have this, but that is not the pressure I should put on myself. I believe. I believe that is, yeah, because no. I'm a do-it-yourself kind of person in particular things, so I'll be fine forever to get up and go into the kitchen if need be. But I would also be good to enter the kitchen for me and my wife if need be.
Yeah.
So should I jeopardize because I can do it and then not look forward to my wife sometimes having that same energy?
Yeah,
Now I'm not telling her that she must cook like extra
so if you-
fabulous,
so
but
if you
just be able to
So if you
the
met,
whoop something, baby.
yeah, so if you
Like
met,
the
so,
basic,
so if,
like the basic.
Yeah.
so if you met
the
someone, so if
basics
you
and
met
what-
someone
What
who,
is this basic? Like
what is
Indomie
basic?
basic
or
or
pounded yam basic.
exactly.
We don't. well, no, we
Pounded
do,
yam and
what we
ewedu
are,
basic.
when we are doing Indomie basics is when we are just both tired and just want to enter the kitchen together and just talk and then just make some Indomie. Now, what I'm talking about in food wise, yeah, just make something. And I can still come into the kitchen and mess with you with it. But at least have that concept that, okay, we need to make smooth. That's an intimate
So
situation.
what you're saying that you
Forget
would,
it all.
you would not marry someone who can't cook. She has
I
to at
wouldn't.
least be able to cook.
I wouldn't. I would still probably get a cook
Miss
as
Com,
well.
would you?
well,
marry someone who can't cook? Will it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Funny enough, you see, well, that's because of my own view of cooking.
Okay.
We got YouTube. That's how I learned.
Okay. You learned through YouTube.
Yeah. I learned through YouTube.
You're doing it.
Yeah,
You're
you're
playing
new
tricks.
age, you.
You're playing tricks on yourself.
You're really new age.
You're playing tricks on
You
yourself.
had
learned-
YouTube to teach you how to cook.
Yes.
No.
Wow.
I
People
learned-
go to YouTube
I learned
to
on YouTube.
learn how to.
Yeah, I know, but
Guy,
like,
whip up
everyone
everything.
has access to YouTube.
So you
is a
get-
school. YouTube is actually a school.
So-
if they open a school, they could.
I really,
Yeah,
I
they will
think-
do well.
Yeah.
and then
They
there are
are
some
doing
people
well.
who,
It's just that it's
Would
mostly
you
free.
compare her to learn how to cook through YouTube?
Do you know if YouTube did
Just so
YouTube
that
did
she cooks for
university,
you?
Where they just.
what if
this
she
is
doesn't
math,
like
this-
cooking?
So that's the point, right? So
What
that,
if she doesn't like cooking?
so that was the discussion,
So
right?
there's
So
an arrangement to be made. You get a cook.
cook, yeah, or you always eat out.
So this is where I was getting to.
Yeah.
Like now more than ever, that is what you would see. You get married, you're probably gonna have somebody who's gonna be doing the cooking anyway.
yeah.
So
Why does it matter?
why is it a big deal?
Yeah,
All right. Now that's what I said. I could get a chef.
yeah.
Having a chef is nice.
So
At the same time, there's an intimacy, except we're trying to just exclude all those things.
So- no.
it.
now the problem
I
is
think
there are no
Some-
women here.
I know.
There's
right.
Look,
So-
my
Well,
my
The problem is there are no women here.
okay, yeah, but let
No, but that's
let's
fine,
be a
that's
man
fine, yeah,
conversation. Yeah. Look, at the same time, my mom can sit down and let the cook cook.
Mhm.
What happened? You know the time when you just say, do you know how you be like, oh, there's some kind of pounded yam that is just in the house. Your mom makes it. That's it. There's those kind of things where your wife just makes that meal that just clicks. Obviously, it's not
Touches
for
a
everyone.
spot.
It just touches the spot. Like it doesn't matter. It came from
Yeah,
my
but
hand.
you only know that
There's
if she
something
has
about it.
actually done it, right?
Bro, I'm telling you that.
Like you only know that
He
if
has
she's
said-
actually
he
done
has
it.
said
No,
what's
but
working for him.
so
Like I
that's
said,
working for
I am
him.
do it yourself. I can
Yeah.
enter the kitchen. I'm fine. I'll make pasta. I'll call Chinese to send me beef and black bean sauce. if need be.
beef in
We will
black
do.
beans.
That's what I'm saying. My
Make
wife
it
can do
work.
the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to blow the kitchen up. Just be spontaneous sometimes with it.
I
and then we
understand
can hit it.
our audience is people who.
What do you know about our audience?
Wait, no. At least they listen to
Demographics.
podcasts. Our demographic is listening to podcasts, so they are basically middle class and above. So this might sound like an easy thing, but in an ever dwindling middle class Nigeria, because as of right now, I think Lagos is the only state that has a middle class. It's either you're rich or you're poor. The rest of Nigeria. This argument might seem like an easy thing, but what of people who can't afford a chef, who can't afford
Right.
YouTube?
See,
So
so
the
you see, when I had
thing
this
is,
conversation,
roles are changing.
Roles
Yes.
are changing.
Well, in marriage, roles are changing.
Yes.
Women are less of
domestic.
stay at home,
Yeah.
domestic, so
Yep.
more like partners.
So
So if you say you are partners, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot fixate on certain skills.
Which I didn't. There was no fixation.
If you say so,
I
right?
just, no, I didn't say it. I just said it would be nice. No, I said I can cook and she can cook. It's 50-50.
Exactly.
So he's
imagine
talking.
if your partner is earning more than you are, working longer hours, and you are partners,
And she
right?
refuses to
She comes home after you,
Yeah.
and you can cook. So you cook for why-
But the first thing I
you
said
know?
was I didn't even talk about how cooking for. I even said I can cook for us. So it would be nice if she could cook for me. All I'm saying is that if you can't cook, it's just a bit much.
Then
A
you-
bit
much.
much.
In this instance, in
Put some
your
effort,
instance,
yeah.
then you would have to teach her.
That is
And she has
fine.
to be
Working
open to
look,
it,
exactly.
right?
That's what I'm
And
saying.
she has to be interested
togetherness.
in learning, right?
Togetherness is
Okay.
Togetherness is a lot of is a
let me
is
put
a
a
lot of
twist.
tests.
Let me put a twist into this. She's not interested.
in cooking at all.
Please, Towsyn, how do you feel?
And no, tell her.
No, wait. I know he's already married. So
Yes.
let's start from Captain Awesome.
Yes.
What you feel?
No, I don't care. Like I'll cook my meals, or I'll buy my food on my way home,
okay.
or I will like
What
I
up for
do-
her?
So
You
I
cook
will buy
one,
for the
right?
two of us.
This
Now, maybe you go
This
join.
doesn't work because baseline cooking or not cooking is not a requirement for you, right?
Yeah,
But
exactly,
Other
yeah.
people, you know.
Yeah.
It's not even a
Eating good
requirement
food
for me,
and
and I'm
all.
still just saying that I would just like that.
No, I get
there
that.
are bonding levels that I think are important just in working together
Cooking
with someone.
is-
For
No, I
different jobs.
get
You,
that.
you
but
can go and start doing chef classes together.
What
do
I'm saying
things.
is-
It's
what
just
I'm
the same
saying
as
is that
doing
I
dancing
wouldn't-
classes.
I wouldn't
I just feel like there's some parts that you know you won't like, okay, she doesn't want sports. Okay, me, I like sports. She wants to watch Desperate Housewives. That's not for me. But there's some places
Shout
where
out
they say
Desperate
that.
Housewives too, man. Come on.
Why?
That shit was amazing.
So there's some
Like-
places where you would hopefully, in things that are easy, like dancing,
See,
making
dancing.
stuff. Yeah, those are intimate things
Yeah.
that you and your wife
share.
can really enjoy. That you can
Oh
do.
man,
with
what if your wife
children.
don't want to go to the club with you?
But
shit,
that happens
man.
now. Your wife, what if? Yeah, but your
Shit.
wife might want to go to
But she doesn't
a
like
book
your
reading
jokes.
session. Huh? She doesn't
Yeah,
like what?
everyone likes my jokes. Anyone
like
likes
your
my
jokes.
jokes. I don't have that problem.
No, if your wife don't like your jokes, you're gonna have issues.
Like that's the drawing line. It's like
She go cheat.
we've been dating for a year and a half, and you've not laughed
She'll cheat
once.
on you.
Why she marry
You
you?
will just be on Twitter. You will just be on Twitter. You just see your wife doing laugh emoji. You just be like,
But I cracked that
who is
joke last-
this? Who is this clown?
No. Your wife will cheat on you if you're not funny. Man.
To her.
If you're not funny to her, if you're not funny at all, that's even worse. Because you now drop jokes around her and her friends that's not funny to her or her friends.
And they don't get it.
I don't get it. You better have a lot of
They'll
money.
finish you.
You better have a lot of money.
Yeah.
You better be bringing something to the table. Better be. Because look, we're meant to laugh.
They will finish you.
A good time needs jokes. If you are not funny,
True.
it's gonna be a little bit
True.
of like if you don't have that sense of humor to throw at her in some things, then you might have issues, man. You're gonna have some big problems.
No, marriage is
From this very
Yeah,
low,
so-
mellow topic, we're moving to. Sorry, I hope.
What are you going to go into about
Yeah, the-
DNA testing and?
No, the
women
deeper life. I
having-
was talking about the deeper life.
Oh,
Hey.
No, I think we should go into DNA testing first because he's still
we're
on
having a
marriage.
wild time, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know how to segue, Miss
the-
Tom. I've realized this that
So
Raji is good at segues. Like you just like you, but you know what's on the topic.
And
is like,
you
why
have
didn't
segued into a different topic,
No, I'm
right?
yeah, but like
Well done,
seriously,
well done.
I just had to say it.
The reason
but
you're,
it's
the
the start
reason
of
you're
the
bringing the
year.
DNA.
Instead of the year, you know, I just thought I should let you.
Maybe you two should cook for each other first.
No, Miss Common is a better cook than me, definitely.
All right.
That one I know.
All right.
But I'm also
right.
funnier than you. What do you bring to
That
the
one,
table?
that one is
measure?
not.
What do you
That one
bring
is
to
not
the
true.
table?
How do we measure?
That one
What
is a
do you
lie.
bring
That one
to
is
the
a lie.
table?
I'm not-
Okay, but let's
I'm also funnier
okay, but
than
let's
you.
let's hit the point. Let's hit the point on the board. This DNA thing now. People are taking it a bit too far. I feel like they take it too far as much as they also take things like submission and stuff. So we can join those two together one way or another. Because DNA testing now, there's nothing wrong with a man wanting to know if the child is actually his if he has the doubts. Now, if he finds out that is the child, wow. For
Yeah,
you.
the child is his own.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a big problem.
It shouldn't
Why
be a
is
problem.
It shouldn't be a problem.
So
No, it shouldn't be a problem,
Yeah.
but then at the same time, if you
Should-
question your wife
Yeah.
in such a way, and it comes to light that is not the case, they look as much as
I
we want to say.
understand that.
let's
So
let's
the
bring
thing-
reality,
so
bring
it's like a
reality, and
breach of trust.
bring reality and emotions to
not
the
to
table.
trivialize anything, right?
Yeah.
So it's fair to assume that women, there's a standard that we attribute to women. Like they can't cheat. They are the bastions of, what's it called, piety and blah 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 blah. Because
Running down the boat.
no, to be honest, that is where this is coming from.
Yeah.
If your wife can check your phone and chase you up and follow you up on whether you are cheating or not, and then if she discovers that you are not, you move on with your life and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So if you do a DNA test, it shouldn't be a problem.
It should not. But we are not working on the same algorithm. We never actually have. And
Like
the algorithm is getting higher. It's changing. They're different. Like I saw someone who literally said, "Oh, if you do the DNA test, just do a divorce."
That's
Now,
the end,
obviously,
right?
yeah, but that person might never get married because that's just their problem.
Do you know how many women, have the same opinion
Yeah.
and they're coming from that perspective? Because we all
It's a
assume
matter
that
of trust. To be fair, if you're looking at
in
it
a
from
relationship,
their point of view,
in a typical Nigerian
From that point of view,
marriage
you're questioning trust.
Yes.
So obviously they're going to, and women will
I get that is
shy.
why people are doing the DNA test in this situation, but there are many reasons why you can want to do a DNA test.
So that
what else? Why else would you?
Well,
want to
I
do
get
it?
that.
No,
Like if
okay,
your money
there
is
are
running
different
low,
ways.
I don't know
if
why
your
else.
money is running
No,
low,
no,
and you're-
I don't know why else.
should
There
spend
was,
some
no, there's
money.
a story I read.
no.
No, wait, hold up. There's a story I read that this nurse, she switched babies on purpose for thousands of kids.
Right.
She just went, picked up the baby, switch them into different params. So imagine a medical situation.
Exactly.
Where you need
blood or
and
bone
then you're
marrow
telling
or
me
whatever.
this is not your child.
So there are
and
many
this is
reasons
18,
why
20 years later.
Yeah. There are many reasons why
You feed that,
The
you
woman
die.
was, the woman was, she
Your
was
heart,
arrested.
your lungs will fail. Right
So
there on the
they said
spot.
over 600 children she did that for.
Well,
No, America. It's white
America,
people now. It's white
yeah,
people.
yeah. Because I'm wondering
But
how
if white people are
how
capable,
mental
black
state.
people are capable. So you understand?
Anyway, it is fair. It is fair because just like women test you, send you a babe.
No, women just have to accept this one.
No, they
The
have to
guys-
accept it. I agree. It is not.
I
There's
wish I
nothing
was
wrong.
there.
I can. Look,
A
oh, you
woman
know,
here,
Yeah,
you know me.
but-
You know me. I look at things from an objective standpoint where I'm just like, I can see why they'll
Do
be
we
angry
know,
just based on
Raj?
emotion because
Raj,
I've
do we
experienced.
know?
But we're talking
I know.
50-50 here
We're talking. No.
Equality.
We
So-
always, as much as we always want to say that 50-50, we know how these things play out. Before, by the time everything comes out, even if you are right, the person going to cry for a room. Say, you didn't believe me.
You didn't believe
Maybe
me.
on that one. All of a sudden,
Who do you
guys-
think I've been sleeping with?
Hey, it's a new game you'll be playing. And
So
it takes
unfortunately,
time for
we
that
have
to
lied
heal.
plenty. Right? So many situations where men will be caught red-handed. I swear it's not the way it is. It's not what.
So it's not what you think.
Blah, blah. So we already have that bad rap, right? So it's easier for us to your wife checks or discovers that you weren't actually cheating. It's not even a point. It's just like
oh, you now that you're
it's a
not
matter
cheating,
of
it's
time,
fine.
eh?
Okay, cool.
You get-
Like yeah.
But the women, they now come with that hate, that
How can you believe?
righteous.
Yeah.
It's
Indignation.
bubbling to
The
say,
question-
how
the
can
question
you
of-
even ask? But you might, it can happen now.
It can happen.
It can happen.
I mean,
And
I
it
always
does
refer
happen.
I always refer people to that movie. Have you seen that movie, Unfaithful?
Oh,
The wife, Richard Gere's wife in the movie, what was her name again?
Diane Lane.
Diane Lane.
Lane.
She
Don't worry, I
didn't
know the movie
plan.
very well. I remember. it.
Yeah,
Of
she
course you
didn't
do.
plan to cheat.
Of course you do.
Oh, I
She
mean,
didn't-
no, she didn't plan
She
to.
didn't plan
But
to.
I mean, Enrique was looking
You know
really
the painful part of that movie.
suave.
Enrique was looking
You
at
know-
Enrique was looking very suave.
No. You know the painful part of that movie? When she would, after her soiree with Enrique, and then she would go back home, and then she would be laughing at, the whole
The whole thing.
shags.
Enrique would have put one
and then she
marker
will now
on
be
her
upset
when she was
again that
sleeping.
she actually, and then she will now be laughing again.
Yeah.
It was painful. A whole Richard
But the
Gere.
point was that it was
Far.
sweeting her. It was sweeting her. She liked it.
Yeah,
The
she
danger,
did. No,
the
yeah, of
new
course.
experience
No,
of it all.
course, yeah. And
I mean,
Men Unfaithful
See,
was crazy though.
I think
women need to give us
I
this
think,
one.
I
If a
think
guy
women,
wants to check,
women
Yeah.
are
he
men.
has the right to check.
There's
If it's
no difference.
positive, you sweep it under the carpet, you
like
move on.
women
Yeah.
cheat,
Yeah, you
men
find other
cheat,
ways
and
to
they cheat
heal.
for the same reasons.
Which is
Whatever it is, like to everyone is
Well, you can't
different.
say whatever it
Some
is
of-
and then say the same reasons
That's what-
because that
No,
needs,
like
that
the
needs a
same
term
reason
of
men
reference.
cheat, it's the same women cheat because you feel you can get away with it for the excitement, for something different. Like,
Something missing.
you do understand? Like, it's the same thing. Like, if you don't.
At the end of the day,
why?
ba.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
In the end of the day, it is. It all balances out because, like they say in the Bible, where they say all sins are equal. I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what it is, it's
I have
the
a
same
friend
thing.
that says what is not good is very bad. Like, as long as it's bad, it's bad. Like, some butcher make it seem like, oh, I had a reason why, so
One
it's not
thing
that
is
bad.
better
No,
than the other.
it's bad. You,
Okay, now speaking of bad, very bad.
see, due to that segue, you see where he's going. Come on, Viscom, take notes. Viscom, take notes.
Well, I'm a segue boy now.
not because Louis said so.
Blown my
Because
mind.
Raj is the man.
It was
Okay, so
Fuck Captain Awesome.
speaking of bad, very bad and terrible and just a plain, downright insult to parenting, humanity, religion, just appreciation of life and all of it. Let's get to this deeper life because it's deep as hell. It doesn't like make sense. Wait, so now what is that? Deeper Life is like a religious organization to some extent, aren't they?
Yeah, basically.
Who has a school and they take kids to secondary school and all. And now there's a case where there's a boy who has been molested. Was he raped, basically? I mean, rape and molestation, all the same.
Molested.
And molested. And the school, the mom has come out to complain. And the school is putting pressure on her and telling her to keep quiet. I even heard that
First
the
of all-
state or something told her
Commissioner of Education.
told her that she's what?
That
She's
they begged her, and what does she want again? And basically they're using...
What does she want again?
Yeah, that they've apologized and they begged her, what does she want again? Basically, fuck off. This
So I've been-
child,
I don't know. What would you do if that was your kid?
his
Exactly,
life
'cause
has
you
been
have what,
changed
two-
forever.
2 kids?
3.
3 kids.
So I mean, first of all, we had a huge. My madam and I had a huge argument about whether the children will go to the boarding house or not.
Oh, okay.
And I went to a boarding house. I went to Odogbolu, and I mean, not to even take away from the young man's experience. I mean, we saw worse. I
Yeah.
saw worse in school. But I think we've just, like everything else in this country, there's no
learn.
accountability.
Yeah.
There's value with, you know, children going to the boarding school, I know, but it's that level of accountability and you're monitoring and ensuring that, because you put children together anyway, put people together anywhere, they're going to be nasty to each other.
Yeah.
Things will happen.
Yeah.
But what are those rules that you put in place to ensure that, to a large extent,
There's a
your
level
parents
playing
can
field.
feel like their children
Are
are
safe.
safe?
Yeah.
You're going to be chanced by your mates. You're going to be
Yeah.
bullied.
Standard.
You're going to, seniors are going to do what
Standard.
Someone is going to
But
be
this
under
boy's
pressure to
story-
prove themselves, but his story is.
This boy's story is it's crazy.
and he's
to
going
come
to therapy now. He's really not talking, things like that. Like,
That's
what
because
do
he
you,
has seen
what, you,
things.
what
And
are we
then
going to do
coming
about things like
from
that?
the brand itself,
Yeah.
Deeper Life, right? Whether we like it or not, we are going to hold them to a higher standard than the regular. Deeper Life redeemed any covenant,
I think
whatever,
that's the
any
problem.
school.
I think that's the problem. We just let religion fly.
But I think that's what, I think that's what people are trying.
We
not
let
to
religion
do.
fly.
yeah.
I think that's what people are trying not to do, right?
We've let religion become too powerful.
Well, we didn't, but
Well-
it's flying. We didn't. I didn't. I didn't let religion. be
Collectively,
so
we
powerful.
have.
Collectively, we have.
Collectively, we have.
I think regardless of whether it's a religious institution or not, you have an educational institution, and from what I'm even reading, it's even more than other students bullying the child. It seems like also
The staff.
there's some kind of
Yeah.
abuse
Yeah.
from
And there's a
For
cover.
teachers.
yeah. And I remember a situation when I went to King's College. I remember the situation where a student, a classmate of mine, was beaten by a teacher, flogged, and got injured. And will I say, luckily for him, his father was a prominent person. And when he came to the school, that was the problem. People lost their jobs. You know, so like even in a school like King's College, there's still a standard. You're not supposed to hurt your students. You know, we laugh about it, about how in the UK or in other places, you know, children can call the police even on their parents for abuse. And I think those things are in place to ensure that people don't go overboard.
True.
It's not as if they are trying to say you can't discipline your child. It's just to make sure you're not going overboard. Like the abuse isn't uncontrolled.
I think-
and you're just doing things that are but in this country, and I think it was I can't remember who it was. Someone sent me a link on this some time ago. I think it was my brother, about how even this flogging culture is the culture of the white people that they brought here to help keep
Corporal punishment.
exactly in place. Like it's not even our like.
Well,
why
I think
can't
it's fair to say
co-
that. It's fair to say that, just like a lot of things in Nigeria, even the treatment of children is wealth defined. If you have money, your child will
We'll go
most
to a
likely.
school where this
no,
doesn't
no, no,
happen.
no,
No.
Forget that.
Will be treated better.
Treated better. They just.
Oh no! I don't think so.
Oh
No,
yes,
no,
yes,
I
yes,
don't-
yes,
because-
yes, yes, yes.
Because I
There's
just
a- there's
told
a
you
higher,
about
like-
someone who was prominent. It was after he got beaten.
But
Because
there were
no,
consequences.
but yeah,
the consequences came.
So
There
this
were
woman now.
consequences.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's already happened. Imagine him. It's like
has
it's like-
already
it's like how we were
happened, but
complaining
there are
about.
consequences
It's like
to
how we're
be
complaining
had
about
that
SARS. Like in the moment, SARS can kill you before they know whether you're a prominent person's child.
That is a.
You have already suppressed.
SARS is different from the.
No, I'm telling you that
Captain
nobody.
Austin, can I-
Wait, let me just finish. There's no teacher that's asking, oh, who is your father before they beat you.
Let me
Like
tell you
once
the
you
truth.
are
That's
there,
not true.
you.
That's not true.
But
Some names
see,
ring bells.
that-
Some names.
So yeah,
ring
they know.
bells.
For-
Even using my
What-
own time
what-
as an example, some teachers know who is who and all.
Let me tell you
and
something. When I
a lot
first
of times
entered,
it's
when I
because the
f- when I
parents have
first
done
came
a
into
lot of
school,
work.
when I first came
Maybe
into
you know, in the
exactly
background.
Let me tell
in
you
the
something.
school or
When I-
whatever. Yes,
when I
maybe.
first came to Nigeria to come
You
and
see
do
more of
school
that
in
even like in
college.
private schools.
No,
Like in
hold
public
on. Let me
schools,
tell you
you don't
something. When I
really
first
see
came
that.
to Nigeria to do school in the college I came to, I didn't even used to put my last name out. I just used to put Raji. This teacher knew my name and is the one that outed me. So that means like
Was it a
he-
private school?
Yeah, it's a private school.
Exactly. So that's the shielding. So your money
Deeper
allows
Life is not a
about
private
the
school.
shielding.
your money.
You're talking about
Deeper Life is not a private school.
it's a private school.
Yeah, Deeper
You're
Life.
talking about shielding.
That
What
woman
will
is
happen
just
in
someone that
Iceland?
does not hold enough
No, but
standing
that's-
to put fear in
but-
those
but that's
people.
what- that's
That's why
what-
this is
that's why it's
the
happening.
Minister of Education of the
For
state
Deeper Life,
would
yes.
say that, or the Commissioner of Education would say that we've said sorry. That is an
Come on, be
unthoughtful.
going.
That is
Who
This
even
happened
does
in
that?
Graceland.
What do you
Remember?
say? What do you mean?
This happened in
They're supposed to
Graceland.
have
Yeah.
A toddler.
Yeah.
And now the teacher, because of the pressure that was put on, the teacher has bagged 60 years in prison. That toddler, that Graceland situation.
All these things are pressure.
Last year, he got 60 years in prison.
That's what I'm. So
But this culture of impunity,
Is wealth defined?
basically,
Is wealth defined?
It
You
is.
get a lot. You get away with most.
the
of
only
anything you do
reason
in
there were
Nigeria
I
consequences
on your
don't
wealth.
necessarily agree with that, but that's okay.
You don't think that you get away
So
with
we
most
don't have
of
all
the
the
things that
facts.
happen
No,
in Nigeria
no.
based on
Listen,
wealth?
You
we don't
can,
have
but
all
I
the
don't think.
facts.
I don't
Because
think when it comes
imagine
to school system,
other schools that are not like Deeper Life schools.
Yeah.
exactly. That
And
is
what's
not a
going on in
private
those
school.
schools
No,
right
of
now?
course, yeah. There's so much more.
There are complaints we
There's
don't
so much more.
see
Yeah.
in Nigeria at all. We can't even fathom it. Let me tell you something. The way we use our phones here, we see things sad, scroll, happy, scroll, beautiful, scroll, funny, scroll. We've gone through 5 emotions within 3 minutes.
So that
You don't even know how to even
that's
gauge.
what I'm saying. I
You
think
don't even know how to gauge what
I
is
think,
going on sometimes now.
I think we
There was a time when people were the way people are dying from COVID, and it's just because we are not getting alerts on who dies daily. If we don't even care who's next to us. Would have
You're saying
been
COVID.
numb.
I think
Would have been pieces. Every time you scroll on Twitter, someone is missing. Someone is missing. I used to tweet for people that were in Canada. I don't even know who they are. So then, what man? By the time you even get to your next door neighbor, someone that needs him, bro, we're off it. That's what I'm saying. These
So I think
situations that are
I'm
going on.
way more disappointed in the school's response to and how they handled the whole thing. I mean, there
Why?
should have
No,
been a
but then
there
that's
should be
a
lot
very
more-
Nigerian thing to happen.
It's rubbish.
They'll first include impunity, then they'll include sentiment. They'll say, okay, we've said sorry.
What is that? You said sorry.
There is
You have
zero
scarred the
accountability.
young man for life.
I think because
said sorry.
in Nigeria we have a culture of
Cover
accepting rubbish and accepting things in the guise of it happens.
Who do they accept?
Like
who
you
do
are
they-
not the first.
Who do they accept the
You
rubbish
are-
from?
do you understand?
What you need to understand, who do they accept the rubbish from?
From us, no?
Every-
No,
I-
they don't.
No, it happens
Not
every day.
I
Move
think-
on.
yes,
That's what it is. It
that
happens
is it.
even in
You
the
know,
little things.
in December we heard about the newspaper vendor that got shot by
The Speaker of the House
Speaker-
of Security.
where did that end?
We don't know.
Exactly. It's just like okay, no
And
problem.
then when somebody
Like,
comes today now and starts
Yeah.
agitating,
it will be
another
like
person
you are
will
not the
come and
first
say,
now.
what's wrong?
What's
What's
wrong?
wrong?
Do you understand? That's it. Like we have a culture of not holding people accountable, like holding everyone in them. If we, no matter the school, no matter the situation, if people are holding, if parents are holding schools accountable, even if it's government school or whether it's private school, holding them accountable, then that culture builds, and then teachers, schools now become conscious of that. That's the only way you change this thing. It's not about one situation in one school somewhere. Everybody has to be, because like
What
you
state
said,
is this Deeper Life
in your
situation?
school, worst things probably happen.
What state is this Deeper Life situation?
Is it Uyo?
It's in here.
You know, worst things happen in my school.
No,
Worst things happen in my school from
We all know that.
Do you
worst-
understand?
We know that worst things have
And back then it was
happened.
gangster. There was no
know.
social media.
what?
We
No
know.
social media. Who are you? You complain, they go brush you more self.
So what do we do to change this?
People just have to speak out
This
more.
accountability.
Hold people
This accountability.
Keep speaking
Yes.
out. The thing is that schools and all of them, they don't have the even parents don't have the organizational character to work together. Now, this gated community thing that happens in Nigeria, it has divided us to a level where it's just I pick my child, enter my car, you pick your child, enter your car.
You don't
Yeah.
know your
We
neighbor.
don't really do any. You
Yeah,
don't know your
yeah.
neighbor. This is something where the
Lots of
whole
parents don't
parents of the school. It doesn't matter if it was one child.
Lots of parents don't even
Get this.
ask their kids
What's going on here?
what happened to you in school today.
remember.
When one of the parents of the child removed belt and wanted to flog the mother. Yeah. One of the child.
They probably are Deeper Life. They are probably like their children probably go to Deeper Life. They go to the church.
One of the parents removed
the
belt and
whole
wanted to flog the
shebang,
distance.
and she's probably paying tithe.
Personally, I know.
Don't even include that
Personally, I
one. Because I
This will be a
remember, I mean,
problem, because
I
my whole
remember
village will show up.
way back, it was, it was the whole community raising children,
Chil-
not just
yeah.
the nuclear family. I know. I remember the first time I stole something. It was
You
some
thief?
old man. Yeah, I was a thief, and I stole. I saw a wristwatch on it. And I'm like, badass wristwatch. I fapped the wristwatch.
We all had those
And the
days
old
though,
man,
now.
yeah.
Everybody
And
has
the
We all
old
had those
man.
days where your eye
growing
was just
pains.
shining. Your
The
eye
old
was
man,
shining. Yeah.
the old man, a few hours later, the old man walked to my house and said, "This is what your son did." Blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. I was looking at the man like, you know, those kind of beating that they will give you that you're like, today I'm leaving this house, and you've imagined what will happen. You know that they're going to leave the house, they're going to kidnap
One
you
of the
somewhere, or the car will jam you, or
emotional
whatever.
blackmail, and
Exactly.
you come back.
I had thought through everything in my
One of
head,
the
even with the crying. I would think of how I would die, then cry again.
Again.
But you know, thinking about it now, the guy, my parents weren't there, but you know, there were other people who would be
Yeah.
looking out. And we're taking a lot of those things for granted.
yeah.
You barely know your neighbors, right? And you can't even talk to your neighbors' children because there's so many angles.
Your children,
Yeah.
your children don't even have.
Yeah,
What,
sure, yeah.
There's so many angles.
what's crazy is that, let's just put it like this now, because these are the things that are affecting this country now. Your children don't even have an environment that they can walk to. Do you know what I used to do? in
You
the
don't have
States?
an environment you can walk to.
Why?
Right now, you're thinking about running around your community. You're thinking, bitch, if they kidnap me at 5 a.m., they'll ask me,
Exactly.
what's
What
our
were you
problem?
doing?
I don't think I don't know. I can't jog.
I was
5
thinking-
o'clock, I see the sun. I'll say, I should run.
No. I was hanging out with some guy yesterday, and he said in November last year, he was driving home with his wife and his kids in the car, and here in Life Camp, he was driving and he saw sticks on the road, and he was like, there's something not right.
Yeah.
So he decided to drive, and these people came out of the bushes and shot at him, and they shot his wife
Whoa.
in the hand. So he had to he drove into their estate, Brains and Hammers, dropped the kids. His
That's
wife
in
was
Life Camp,
bleeding.
yeah?
His wife was bleeding from the gunshot.
You said in November?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
read
there were
about this
lots of
one around-
reports
yeah,
about
we read about
shootings.
He now had to
Had to the
drop the kids, now had to rush his wife out
through that
Yeah.
same
through
road.
that same road.
and you know that road is dark.
It is.
So what were we even saying? Right as of right now,
It is.
problem.
Well,
Another
if you're
problem.
not gated, then
He's gated.
That's what I'm saying. Look what we're saying. This is what I'm saying.
But getting to the
Gated.
gated
Gated.
is the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
We're talking
These
bubbles.
bubbles, these ecosystems, that
bubbles.
within even those ecosystems, they
sure,
don't
I've
have
told you guys
they
that
don't
me, I
even
want to move
necessarily have
to an island.
They don't necessarily have recreational
on-
facilities.
Yeah, but you
even
want to be a
within
sex
worker
those-
on an island.
within those
No, no,
things.
no. I want to-
No, but even the
I mean, I
gated,
can be a
like
sex
everywhere
worker.
else in this country, gated right next to you, there's a shanty
There's a
or
standard.
Exactly.
they
yes,
can
no.
literally just scale
They're walking.
estates. They can literally just scale the fence and take one house after the other and blah blah.
And to be fair to the police, if they are killed trying to get the armed robbers out of your house,
to what end?
they'll kick their families out of the barracks.
You know that's another. Let's not.
Whole kind of
So we're pretty much fighting the unending battle. This battle not gonna
from
end,
all
though.
angles.
Can't
From
end.
It
all
can't end,
angles.
but we should fix problems to create other problems that we can fix.
Fix.
Not just
Yeah.
sit in one situation forever.
But Nigerians thrive in problems.
I think that's the problem. We're way too resilient.
The problem is that
It's our
we think
biggest
the
strength.
problem that we think
And our
we're
biggest
resilient. You are
weakness.
lying to yourself. We're not resilient about shit. We are suffering.
We're suffering.
We're suffering, but we're resilient.
What's the resilience?
Suffering through
You're
resilience.
suffering. You can handle suffering. You can handle pressure and all.
Man,
That-
but resilience is a
Is that
it's a
no,
strong
but
thing now.
in that
Once you
resilience,
gain it,
in that
also a
resilience,
disadvantage.
Yes.
in that
Disadvantage,
resilience, you
yeah.
must be succeeding. Are we succeeding?
one way or the other.
One
we
or-
are.
They say that
That's-
they
that's
say only
resilience.
2%
Yeah,
of
no,
one way or the
one way
other.
or the other.
they say
One
only
way or the
2% of
other.
Nigerians have
50,000
more than 150,000
account.
in their account. You think we're
But that's
surviving?
probably because a lot of people don't bank their money.
Oh, okay.
Go to Kano.
Kano-
Me, I don't get
Some
one
market,
city. I dey
yeah,
bank
so
my
Go to
money.
the grain market.
Yeah.
No, so go to the grain market.
It's true.
And a
Now
lot
you
of
see
people,
regular guy that cannot speak
a lot of people
English.
that are making, a lot of people are making money are buying other currencies and just keeping it
You know,
into something
they
else.
don't send us
Like,
now.
think there was an analysis
Okay, I'll give you
where
an
they said
example.
just-
How many bank accounts do you have in this flipping country? BVN data, probably 43 million with 200 million people.
Yeah, which is basically 20%. I think
Meanwhile, there are people that are hiding
don't
money
even-
under their mats or giving it to their association or whatever,
And
and,
the
all,
stash
and
their
money
keke
is
napep
flowing.
that they are
Exactly,
moving up and
money is
down.
You might be
flowing.
right. You might be
Money is
right.
flowing.
are you
So
sure they're up to 43 million BVN?
Yeah, it's about
I think
that.
they're about. Yeah.
BVN.
With all these
That's
names,
actually
have you
impressive.
attached your name to your SIM?
Again, Nin.
I did.
I actually do have NIN.
I don't have Nin.
But you see, I'm having problem reconciling the whole. It's
You sound
at
like
this
a,
point.
you sound
I
like
feel
a
like a
criminal,
rebel.
Mr.
I feel like a rebel at this
Why?
point.
Why do you feel?
That's why I say a criminal.
Because
Criminal.
shit don't make sense to me. Okay, I can check my NIN number from my phone number,
Yes.
Yeah.
but they're telling me it's not connected.
Okay, so
And
let me
no,
tell you what I
as
know.
every other
It's
Nigerian.
the number that you registered your name
So
with.
let me tell you what I know.
Yes.
Right.
Can I
So
say it,
before the whole NIN drama and all, probably the NCC, or not probably, and the NCC was the go-to for identity management in the country, right? But we all know that, you know, there's a lot of data there that is not exactly, you know, ideal. People,
And
there's
there's
a
a lot
real
of this.
demand for burner type SIMs and pre-registered SIMs and also a lot of people are carrying SIMs that they didn't do the registration and things like that. So with all the drama with security issues and all, you need to find a way to marry that data one way or the other. When you check your NIN, it's not with the telco, you're checking with NIMSI because
You're
NIMSI
checking
has
with
done
Yeah.
a
okay,
registration
checking with
For
NIMSI.
and
you,
captured your number
Yeah.
as along with other information, right? You're getting that information from NIMSI.
From
That
NIMSI.
short code that you dial to is
Yes, from
attached to
NIMSI.
NIMSI, not
Yeah.
any of the telcos. So,
So-
what they're saying now is
They want the telcos.
marry
to have-
all the data.
Yeah.
Why can't they do it?
Even if they did it, there's still
There would
what?
have been one lacuna somewhere.
There's still
Because
160
Nigeria likes you
million
to suffer.
Nigerians
That's
that
my
don't
own
have
answer.
NIN.
I think I agree with this.
Because Nigeria
think-
likes you to
I think-
suffer.
I think
that's just
Occam's razor is what he just
Nigeria
said.
has not necessarily found the
What he
cheat
said.
code on how not to suffer.
If it's not
No,
hard
they
work,
know.
it's not
They
good
just want
work.
you
It's
to
not
suffer.
good work.
Just think about everything that they do in this country. Like you go to the airport, they say you cannot park, you can't drop someone close to the entrance,
The person has
you
to
can't
walk.
come down. There's no shade between where you can park. And if it's raining, you must enter the it's not hard to think about it. Like if I make someone park 500 meters away, let me at least create shade that they can walk through.
That would be a
Because we also have
You'd be
rainy
asking- But you
season.
would be asking too much.
That's too much.
That's too
Exactly.
much.
That's my point. So they just want you to suffer.
While resilient, you must walk in the rain.
Oh God!
High five.
The word of the day, resilience.
You must
I
walk in the rain.
refuse.
How you appreciate?
Not to be not to
how
be
we
the, not to
appreciate
be
the
the
walking.
segue king, but obviously since we're doing asking too much, is it too much to be in a relationship with your exes?
To have
And
a relationship
friends.
with your ex. To be friends with your ex.
Nah, well,
Or on the flip side, is it okay for your friend to date your ex or for you to date your friend's ex?
ha.
I would never date my friend's ex, or I've not seen the situation where I would date my friend's
But
ex.
why not?
Oh
Though?
my
Why
fucking.
not?
But
See, I might fuck it.
bro,
Where is
wait,
the rule? Where is it in the Bible
why
or
not?
something?
Yes, in the
Bible. I mean, let's even talk
Okay,
about
wait,
this.
wait,
thing.
wait.
me, I say the exact same thing. I say the Bible has not given me enough restrictions. And
I want to know
and finances,
where
want to
this
know
is
why-
at.
finances
why
and
wouldn't they be
geography have
friends?
given me
Yes.
more restrictions. Why should I restrict
I
myself
don't.
more?
It's not about. It's not even necessarily about me. I think I have a bad sense of being thoughtful and thinking about the other person and just having a comfort zone about things. So,
So it's a
except
trust
if
thing.
I'm really into the person, I will definitely. But my first process, my first principle is that was my guy's babe in the first place.
So that was your guy's baby in the first place for your guy or for you? Is this an Okafor's law thing? You feel like, oh, you
He'll
know,
always be
this is
able to come
about your
back.
ego.
No, not that he
Something
will
can
always going to
happen.
come back. Me, I can. No. But generally, if my friend is dating someone, I just unlook. I'm just like, go.
True.
Just do it.
And then
so
you
I don't
break up.
Yeah, but you break
Yeah.
up, and I still don't know how to look at you with the same.
Yeah, but you never know where you bump into the person. Like that person could be love you.
No,
that
there's
that,
something-
could be-
that
that
is
person
what-
could be.
That no, I understand that person. could be
The heart
love of my
wants
life.
what
I
the
don't-
heart wants.
The heart wants, but that's all I said is that's my first principle. That's my first thought process. Never in my because you have people who are looking at you, waiting for you to break up with your babe. No, that us now. No, it's happened.
But
let me-
funny
okay, so
story.
I'm a
funny story.
But will
I'm
you be
let me-
okay?
I'm a clear
I-
example.
that's fine. But will you be
You-
okay with your guy dating your ex?
I'm a clear example of my friend dating my ex.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are you okay with it?
First of all,
What do you want to do
it's
now?
funny to me because he's my guy, so it's cool. But I didn't even like when you look back. Hindsight is almost
2020.
it's almost 100. I don't know what to
100.
call
When
it.
you look back, it was like, oh, I could see the signs then.
It is,
One.
hindsight is Doctor Strange checking 1,000 possibilities or something. It's just
14
crazy,
million.
14 million possibilities. Because now I sit back and I just one day when they started dating, I just like sat back. I was like, oh, so when he says, "Ah, you're a lucky man," oh, okay.
So it's more about you at the end of the
It's
day.
more about
When
you.
I say, huh?
Yeah,
So it's more about you at the end of the
the way
day.
you felt.
You know?
No, I had to think about it. Like, oh, wait, it's like like I wish I had a babe like that. Because I used to be able to. We were dating, but I was
Social.
respecting her. We were social and free or whatever. And I don't know if she had that level of. So you'd be like, oh, man, I wish I had a babe like that. So when they started dating, I was like, bro,
He got what he
okay,
wished for.
yes,
You
yeah.
got
wish
it.
wish.
He was
You
dropping
think it was
it.
a wish, but then it was also, but it was a lot of round mess in the sense that he was also now dating. He was once dating her friend.
Oh, okay.
So you can see how the
I like that guy.
the entanglements
Already.
of things were like
Very open guy.
Very open guy,
Oh no,
yeah.
very very
That
open
guy
guy.
don't give a fuck about triangles. He don't give a fuck.
Man, he plays the 3-5-3.
That guy tried. That guy tried to construct an octagon.
That guy don't give
So-
a fuck.
It was quite an amazing thing to see. But I didn't mind. I wasn't bothered that they were dating because I was like, I wasn't going to marry this woman. So in the end of the day, who am I to stop it? But I have my principle from my side. I can't ask someone else to see the same principle. But if I love that woman,
You chase her now.
I
I
got
will
some.
kill you.
I got one. You know
follow.
this thing on Reddit where they say, "Am I the asshole?" So there's this family.
Yeah, Miss Come here, the asshole.
Yeah, fuck you, fam.
I don't like asshole.
There's
I go
this-
for jackass. I like
Okay,
that.
okay.
Jackass one.
There's this family where the older daughter was dating a dude. They're about to get married, fell out, and the reason they fell out was because the dude was in love with the younger daughter. So, dude, who's now they're about to get married with the younger daughter. The popsy says he's not going for the wedding because
It's messy.
the older daughter is messed up. She's like, this is fucked up. She's messed up. She's emotional, everything. The wife is like, but this is also still my picking. And she's trying to get everybody in on the team because she's like, she can't abandon her younger daughter. And she's trying to get her older daughter to get on with her life. So is she the asshole? What do you
The
think?
guy is the asshole. He should do samurai runs and just
Yeah,
fall on his,
but
he
in
should
that
just fall on
situation,
his sword
you're,
and move on. Because really, there's no right answer.
you're
Do you
the
understand?
parent.
There's
That's
no
what I'm
right
saying
answer.
because
You've just
these
come
are,
in
you see,
and
these are the things.
thrown
though,
in a
because
grenade.
When you put love
In the
right-
family,
once you put love right in the center of everything, you always feel like there's a way through. But that shit is not possible. You cannot date the older sister and then
It's
go for
messy.
the younger
It's-
sister.
The
Which kind of fam? What do you
both
want
of them,
to do?
both of the
He has
the,
scattered the
the
family
pops,
already.
It's
man.
done.
the pops and the momsy have both spoken to the guy,
Yeah.
and the dude was adamant that he swears
It's sweeting him.
to Goku.
It's sweeting him.
He swears
He's feeling like a bad
To
guy.
Naruto.
He's a bad guy now.
That older babe
is
did
the
something
love
to
of
him.
his life.
That older babe did
Hey, but
something
that's
to
the
him.
love of his life now.
That's the love of his life.
As he dated the first one, it didn't work out now.
You see, it
Finish.
didn't work out
Eh?
because
He
he
moved
fell
to
in
the
love
other-
with the second one.
Oh,
Make it go
okay,
right.
while he was
Oh,
dating
While he was
right.
dating the other one.
Make it go there right.
That
No,
is
make
it.
it go
No,
there
that's
right.
not. That's
He
which one is
cannot-
that? Are
he
you?
cannot-
It's not. Are you? Are you?
No,
the
that
asshole?
one-
Is- Are you the
He
devil?
cannot
Yeah,
join
yeah,
with
yeah.
the
No,
love
no,
of
no,
his
no.
life.
I'm not
one is-
talking about the
that-
guy.
You should go
The
and
guy
write
is a
a book.
You
bastard.
should go and write a book.
He's
or something.
sorted.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the momsy's
The
position.
mother is not an asshole because it's her child all the same.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
she
of
has to do,
course.
she has to support her daughter's decision. The one that
But the popsy is not coming for the wedding.
no, the
Neither is the older daughter.
they both
They are both
have their-
right.
They are both right.
So
And the
they are
mother-
both right and they are both wrong.
They are all.
They are not
right.
even wrong.
They are all
It's
right.
the boy that is wrong. He's so
The boy is actually wrong. And he's wrong based on
It's
based
true
on the
that God
situation.
forbid
If he had
this guy
dated the
puzzle.
older, if he had dated the older daughter, and then
To the
later
end.
on they broke up, then somehow 2 years later you and this younger. But if it's that, oh, I left your older daughter and came for your no, hey.
Because I mean,
How many
when
Terminators can be in one
we
movie?
like to bury a lot of things under love. Yeah, married man, you love your side chick. Is it right?
wants what the heart
No. Right, yeah, married man, you love your side chick. Is it right?
Why are you so quiet? I thought you asked you a question.
Don't sweep it under.
Is it right?
Yes, it's acknowledged that
It's
you love
not
your
right.
your
It's not
side
right.
chick.
because
Exactly.
you have made vows.
Exactly.
So it's not right.
So you cannot.
But then
date
wait.
the older sister
Okay. Wait.
and want to
wait,
They
let's
marry-
said
let him go.
They said the mark of an intelligent person is to make do with new information. Yes.
Okay. What's the new information here?
The new side chick.
It's coming, you are irresponsible. That's just the problem. You are
I'm just
irresponsible.
saying.
How would you grow to start loving a new side chick first in the first place?
You can't.
No.
You're human. Anything can happen.
No.
See,
Understand?
there's
So
such a
wait.
thing as kung fu pussy, and it's very confusing. It's very confusing.
Oh my
Seriously.
God. I like that for the title. I like that for the title.
You said kung fu.
No, seriously. You're guessing it steady at home. And then this, side chick comes and just, wah, wah.
Without
And you think they're in love.
without more than
Do you
half of
understand?
the troubles you are seeing at home.
Do you
You get
understand?
to walk away.
And you think they're in love.
No, but
And-
no, but
but it
you
doesn't
see,
make
in
it
this
right.
situation, it's like uncles and parents.
Yeah.
Parents, you ask for things, and then those sometimes you say yes, sometimes. But your uncles, your aunts, you ask them every time is a yes.
Because they're not with you every day.
Exactly,
Nobody them they raise you. Now.
exactly. So
Yeah.
you see, the thing with relationships is
Yeah, that guy.
Man, I don't.
should leave
I
that
don't.
family.
Exactly. I
He
don't
was
think.
sent from hell to that
I
family.
said-
scatter the family.
Yes.
Yeah.
He should just
I
bounce.
think that guy
Wrong.
should.
It's terrible.
He should
But
just
the problem is
do
that
the honorable thing.
No.
He will love again.
No, we can't.
Let me say something.
No, we
I've
can't.
Had,
No,
I've
but
had
we
a situation where
but
two
we can't say
sisters
that.
At one, two
But only
sisters
can say
at
that.
one period where at me
The
and
Raj.
something of that sort at them. It was
Legend.
one of the most confusing situations ever.
Of
So anyone
the
that can
Raj.
close their eye fully and then decide that they are even going fully into marriage is evil.
So it's
No,
too
no,
late
no,
for
no,
me
no.
to even try that two sister movie.
Bust my brain. I hope your wife will not hear this.
Yes, I think I'll confess.
No.
It's too late. So I don't even understand what you're talking about.
See, for me, they very reach the point of marriage. They both love each other. They both decided that they want to get married. They have to be allowed to. It's unfortunate that the elder sister was there before, but it wasn't meant to be. It's unfortunate. The guy might be a dickhead, but he'll be the dickhead brother-in-law, right? That's all it will be. But for me, I don't think that there should be a problem being friends with your exes. I don't think there should be a problem with your friends dating your exes.
Being
I
friends
just
with your
think, like,
exes, though, we didn't really cover that. That is hard.
But it depends on how you
It's not
broke
hard
up.
for me.
oh.
I think trust is all
afraid
that
of all
matters.
my
Yeah.
Once your
it is hard
partner
in-
trusts you, then
Hey,
it
well,
should be
yes,
okay.
your look, man, that is still another situation now.
But
Your
That's
partner
a
trusting you
whole
is
different
such
thing.
a that's
I'm friends
that's
with
why I said
all my exes.
Exactly. Does your partner
All
not
of them.
trust you?
that's why you tap girl.
That's some King Solomon.
That's why you tap girl.
Dude, me, I've never told any of my exes to like not be friends with their exes. Like, I don't care. Hang out. Like,
Generally, it's not
as long
really
as you're
a thing
open
for
and
women
honest
to-
about where you're going
It's
and
not,
what you're
let
doing,
me not
like,
say it's generally.
it is what it is.
In the end of the day, everyone can end up being friends with their exes. It's just based on how it ends, and then
Yeah.
hopefully
how it
you
ends
don't
is-
still have that same attraction.
You
or
end it
a
before
little
you
bit of
reach
attraction
insult.
to each other.
Hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
The thing is that when you police people, like
That's
they
huge
can,
faith,
like,
though.
It's
Build
huge
behind
faith.
your
That's what
back.
I'm saying. It's a
Huge faith,
problem
but-
in it's a problem in other situations. Like it's crazy enough when you're introducing your babe to your really good friend, your really good female friend, who is cool.
If you have,
Reggie,
if you have sense, you don't go say it like that, man.
but you don't. No.
There's a story behind
You can't do that. But you can't say that. Because you have to, but if you're being
There's no
honest, you have to-
story.
but if
It's
you're
not
being
like you
honest-
have
if you're being honest, you have to let them know that this person is close to me in this manner. Because you can't just say that's my friend and then that's your.
Hello, if it's your ex, better say it's my ex because the day
No,
she
but I
finds
don't- no,
out.
that's not what I said. I said that it's
Okay.
even crazy enough when you are just with someone that's really your friend.
Okay, just your
And
friend.
Now
Yeah.
imagine someone that was your ex that is now you guys are just friends. Oh, you used to fuck her. Okay, now.
Anything can happen.
Anyway,
Because really, it's Okafor's law. Okafor's law.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it theory,
It's a.
or is it established?
oh, you guys are stuck in the car together in the rain? Oh.
Established.
Oh.
Established as fuck.
Anyway, guys.
Guys, thanks for joining us. Towsyn, thanks for coming on.
Thank you guys.
It's
I had
been
so much fun. I had so much fun. We should
According
do
to
this
them,
often.
don't be friends with your ex and tell your partner. See you guys next week.
2021.
Happy
Be
New
good to
Year.
us.
Yeah, happy New Year to all, man.
Happy New Year.
Blessings.
Gonna name me some kung fu pussy.
Real.
Mad.
Oh my god. What the fuck is Kung Fu?
No, there's Kung Fu pussy.
Yeah, but you know what kung fu means now? It's great work.
Thank you for watching Accidental Discharge.